Welcome. In front of me is a Xiaomi Redmi 10A, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this device. So, to get started, once you boot up the device, all you need to do is just press on this little arrow, find your desired language, go to the next page, and then choose your correct region. Now, for me, it already selected a correct one, so I'm just gonna go to the next page. Terms and conditions, I can read them. At the end of the day, you do need to agree to them, otherwise you can't use the device that you already paid for. Checking for SIM, this will obviously start looking if the SIM card is already in the device, and you can insert it if it's not. And honestly, this step can be completely ignored because you can insert your SIM card at the next page or the page after that, and nothing will ever change. It will just start working immediately. Now here we also have connecting to network. You can do so if you want to, or you can skip it if you don't have a network next to you. Then we have some Google services like location scanning and sending user and diagnostic data. If you don't want them, you can turn them off. On the next page, we will be able to set up a screen lock, and we have a couple ways of going about it. So we have screen lock as in a physical method of unlocking the device, that'd be PIN, pattern, or password, and also through fingerprint. Now, if you're planning to use a fingerprint, you are also required to set up a screen lock. The reason for that is if something would happen to your finger, maybe you just cut it by mistake, you would lose access to your device, thus leaving you with an option to unlock it through PIN, pattern, or password. Now going to the next page, we have additional settings. Now those settings are strictly from Xiaomi. So again, you will see some of them will repeat, like location, sending user and diagnostic data. Then we have some automatic system update, personalized aids, wallpaper carousel, and more. Now I'll focus only on two of the options that are accessible right here, the two that aren't as straightforward. So number one, wallpaper carousel. It's the simplest way to explain it is just a slideshow of pre-picked wallpapers by Xiaomi, and they're absolutely random, so you can get pictures like dogs, then architecture, then furniture. So if you want this, go right ahead. Now this will only change up a wallpaper on the lock screen. So whenever you press the power button to wake up the screen, it's gonna pick at random one of the wallpapers. Then if you, for instance, lock it again and unlock it, it's going to switch to another wallpaper. And it has like maybe 30 different wallpapers there that it keeps. So there we go. And now moving on to the more apparent option, which is the personalized aids. Now, the description is vague, as always, especially when it comes down to more important things like this. So personalized aids, and I am aware that this is not how you read it, aids personalized aids ads based on your interests. So like I mentioned, it's a little bit vague, so to kind of go into it a little bit more, based on your interest means, yeah, we're listening to you through microphone, and we're also searching through your phone to see what you type, what you search on the web browser, and then give you ads based on that. Fantastic. Don't you feel like your phone is yours? Because I most certainly do. So now I wouldn't have a problem with this as much if I could just flip the frickin' switch and it wouldn't really do anything. But Xiaomi says, nah, F you, dude. Here you go. Here's a message letting you know that how freakishly great this option is, how it is lovely to be spied on. And then they also consider their users to be absolute effing morons because they try to use reverse psychology on them by flipping the switches over. So normally the turn off, which is now white, should be blue and should be right here. That's kind of how Android has everything set up. Confirmation to your choice is on the right freaking side with the default color that basically confirms it, which is in this case blue. But nah, here you go, reverse psychology. You want to turn it off? Pick something that you wouldn't think about normally. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm kind of going into this, because I absolutely despise this, and this should be literally illegal. So anyway, Now that I'm triggered, let's move over. Now, I will mention that Wallpaper Carousel also has a pop-up, no matter if you decide to interact with this or not. So I am leaving this purposefully without touching it, because unlike personalized aids, if you go to the next page, you only will get pop-up for a carousel, not for personalized aids if you want to turn it off, because God forbid you would turn that off. But this, you'll get the pop-up no matter if you turn it on or off. Or technically, if you turn it off, you get this pop-up anyway. It just lets you know what it is and how it functions. So there we go. We can just turn it off now, and we can go to the next page, which allows us to choose our default launcher. Now we have Classic and App Drawer. Again, stupidity here knows no bounds. Classic for Android is the freaking App Drawer. But whatever. Let's not get too aggravated by that. So you can basically choose if you want your phone to pretend that it's an iPhone or actually act like an Android. So all apps smack in the middle of your home screen, all apps in an app drawer, and limited apps on your home screen, which you can pick and choose yourself. Now the only reason why I didn't switch it is because it is quicker to not. Because that basically finishes up the setup. After it loads the apps that it could have been doing for the past 10 minutes that I've been recording this video. Whoa, there we go. Wow, it's finished, finally. So, do I need to press this? Anything? There we go. It's finished setting up. So, anyway, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.